This is the new form of course specifications, published by the Education and Training Evaluation Commission in its web page. It is similar to the previous edition, but there are some changes. We have here course title, program code, program name, department, college, and institution. These are the general formation. As you see, new logo is added in the footer of this form. Here table of contents the same as in the previous edition. This is the first page course identification. Credit hours. The credit hours for the course 321 or another number. The course type may be university requirement, college requirements, department requirement, or others you have to choose. The course also can be required or elective. Here you have to write the level of your course, level and year they are related. For example, second year means third and fourth levels. After that, the prerequisites for this course, if there is any. Usually for basic courses there is no prerequisites or requisites, so if you have, please write the name of the title and the number of course. What is the mode of instruction? Mark all that apply: traditional classroom, blended e-learning, distance learning, or other. Basically most of courses they have traditional classroom as a mode of instruction. Some course maybe they are planted or there is some a percentage of e-learning. The contact hours they are different from credit hours. The contact hours are the real hours that you spend or you'll spend with students. If your mode of instruction totally traditional classroom, this means, for example, you have 15 weeks and for example 4 hours for contacts every week. This means you have 60 contact hours, and this means 100% of your course is tradition. About contact hours based on academic semester related to the activities. As you know, you have lectures, you have and laboratory. You have tutorial and other things. For example, lectures 70%, which means or number contact hours 42 contact hours for lectures and 2 or 18 contact hours for laboratory. Based on academic semester should equals the contact hours above. Here now, what is different? Here they removed the other learning hours, the activities with students, they are changed. Here they removed this one from here, which means how many hours should students spend on learning this course. For example, library for reading, for homework, for assignment, so it is removed from this. The course description is the main keywords that describes the contents of this course. The course objective, be careful, one objective means one objective. Do not write a lot of objectives, and be careful do not to write objectives similar to course learning outcomes. Main objective related to the title and the contents description of this course. You have 3 domains now, as you know: have knowledge, you have skills, and you have now values, not competency. And the course learning outcomes, they are related to your costs. For example, knowledge. The students after finishing this course, what he will be able to do. Understanding or memorizing or realizing or something. Understand the basic circuits. But what is important here is you have to link closely and course learning outcome to the program learning outcomes. If the program learning outcome is about knowledge, the course learning outcome is about knowledge. You have to link with course outcomes about skills with program outcomes about skills. For example, if you have the skills, the students will be able to design or solving problems or something like this should be linked to program outcomes about design or solving problems. They changed the competency to values. Now values is something related to soft skills. Why? Because skills as domain, it was very close to competency and it was very difficult to distinguish between them. So the Education and Training Evaluation Commission decided to change and replace competency by values. Now values related to teamwork, they are related to leadership, so it is now clear. So anything related now to values can be written here, any soft skill can be written here. That this is a major change in the course specification. The list of topics, and it should be related to the course description and contact hours. The total should be the same as above. The teaching assessment with teaching and assessing, as you see, this is the most important table in the course specification. Why? Because learning outcomes of course should be linked to the suitable teaching strategy and suitable assessment method for values. For example, if you want to measure ethics, You need a good teaching strategy. For example, micro project. What is the assessment is, for example, is similarity. I will check the similarity. You can also measure the leadership. You can measure the teamwork. You cannot use the final exam, written final exam, to measure teamwork. For skills to solve any problems, the teaching method will be lecture is good, maybe to make a design, also micro project, and the assessment method is the final results, the analysis, and so on. So for knowledge, lecture is suitable as a teaching strategy, and you can use traditional exams to evaluate the course learning outcomes. As usual, this is the assessment task as you know it, based on weeks: first exam, second exam, final exam, and so on. First week, 7th week, 10th week. And this percentage of total is 100%. So for example, 20% for file first exam, at 20% for second exam, and so on. The student academic counseling on support. This should be written exactly for all. Course specifications should be the same from the program specifications, which means students are distributed over advisors and they have less forms, they have to meet them, and so on. So this is office hours, and everything should be the same for all instructors. Learning resources and facilities. They required textbooks, as you know, essential reference materials, electronic materials, and other learning materials, and the learning resources. Please try to write the updated textbooks right now, because as you see, the learning is a very important now strategy to deliver knowledge. So you have to put electronic materials in order students to be able to read and to make the distance learning more effective. Facilities required, as you know, based on nature of the course, the theoretical course. For labs, maybe need computers, some lab devices, and some other. There are different methods to evaluate your course: by your colleague, by committee, by department, by external and internal committees, and so on. All course specifications should be approved. Thank you.